I think we have to keep them.
You seem to be trying to chase down Zlatan Ibrahimovic too. You're in second place with the goals scored. Are you keeping your eye towards the big man?
Yeah, no, everybody knows who is Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and he can do whatever he wants, and he can do all of different.
Uriel, ¿qué fortalezas viste en este partido que se tienen que mantener para los próximos si quieren llegar a los playoffs?
Yo pienso que la contundencia que hemos tenido, yo pienso que las oportunidades que hemos creado, la mayoría las hemos metido, y bueno, también resaltar la defensa, ¿no? Bueno, por ahí se cometió un error, pero a partir de ahí la defensa ha estado impecable. La verdad que hemos estado jugando muy bien desde varios partidos, entonces yo creo que tenemos que mantener eso principalmente.
Un Galaxy muy rápido, con una banda Pavón, por otro lado tú, se mira un Galaxy que de cada llegada es de peligro.
Sí, claro, bueno, de eso es lo que trabajamos, tener esa verticalidad, esa rapidez y para marcar los goles que finalmente nos van a dar el triunfo.
El miércoles tienen a Real Salt Lake, van a viajar para allá, en la actitud. ¿Qué me puede decir de este partido? ¿Qué pueden esperar de ustedes?
Lo mismo, vamos a tratar de ganar porque sabemos lo importante también que son estos partidos que vienen para estar arriba, lo más arriba que podamos en los playoffs.
Oh man, football Sunday. Spenny with the Fumbarooski already.
Fumbo.
What's up, Brian? It's
Hey.
good to see you alive.
I am alive.
What's up, Spenny? You're alive too, huh?
Hey.
Oh, he's here. So
No way.
that's a start.
Oh, hey there, Spenny.
Hi.
All right, get it officially started, Brian.
Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things out of the Galaxy and the U.S. men's national team and women's national team.
Football Sunday.
Let's throw that back. Let's throw that back.
Football
Another
Sunday,
fumble.
Another fumble.
Fuck.
Let's throw that one back.
I'm Bryant. Next to me is Eddie.
What's up? That's me.
On the ones and twos, making everything happen, Chiasso. And
What's
across
up,
from me, the rarely seen Mr. Spenny. Hello, sir.
Yay.
What's up, guys?
Hey, I actually had a Fumbarooski yesterday too. I won't say why, but I knocked my friend's beer out of his hand yesterday at a pescador.
Ah.
Yeah,
That was funny.
it was funny.
That was funny.
Hey man, leave me alone. Like straight up, if you're listening, don't do that again.
Fuck.
It's scary, bro. I mean, come on. What's up? How was your night, huh, Brian?
I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I do remember stuff.
Like?
I remember the stands being lit as fuck. I
Okay.
remember Pescador being lit as fuck. And that's about it. Not much of the... I don't remember much of the game, to be honest.
It's gonna be good.
Like, the highlights that they put out is what I remember.
Because you saw them. Because you rewatched
I remember watching them.
No, like the goals. I remember like the goals being scored.
What was the score?
2-1, right?
All right.
I think.
Hey, shout out to Danilo
think.
that's on the live chat. So is Logan Jones.
49ers, baby.
And yeah, they're actually right. They're asking about your pin.
They can see it.
Apparently somebody can.
They can see it.
Oh yeah, 1889. Shout out to them, dope ass pins, dude. They got there a little late, so it was a bit of a scavenger hunt to find them. But I found them. I was gonna get that pin one way or another. And if you guys don't follow him, 1889 pins. He actually only has 7 of these left.
Oh, thanks. You could have told me that before the show, you know?
I just wanted, a genuine reaction.
Well, I got one.
Sure, you're gonna lose that one.
Man.
Nah, I didn't lose that one. Fuck, I lost my hat.
Good.
Why'd you bring that up?
This is not all you lost.
If anybody finds a hat out there with some pins,
Congratulations, you got yourself a
You
new
got
hat.
yourself a new, cool new hat.
Or just take the pins off. You don't want fucking Brian's lice. You don't know what's in that long ass hair.
More hair.
Yeah, the guy doesn't even remember where he slept.
I don't.
Hey, Chewy, how was your night?
It was great. I had to remember. I had to. I was driving.
That's crazy. Hey.
You were Brian's hero yesterday.
You were my
Yeah,
hero.
happy
Chiasso, you're my
birthday.
hero.
Happy birthday to George too, from Straight from the
Oh,
Stand.
yeah. Happy
Yep,
birthday to
yep,
George, man. How old is he, 40?
Parece.
Oh,
28,
shit.
28,
He's
28.
the oldest guy in the room.
So,
Me? Nah.
I mean,
Wait, nah. You got this wrong.
happy birthday, though, George.
Yeah, happy birthday, George. George was, he was trying not to.
Is he awake yet?
He was trying not to get to the tailgate and get all fucked up, but he got fucked up anyway.
Yeah, that didn't work. Not
Mission
Nah,
failed.
I
Not with
don't
G
know.
fans. That shit don't work at all.
I know.
Yeah, so, yeah, Pescador was dope. Well, there's only one game left, and it's on a Sunday, so that's probably not going to happen. But I'll be back, in the playoff run, MLS Cup. Imagine MLS Cup over there, and then it gets lit over there.
I don't know if this is true, but I gotta read this right now. Logan Jones says, Brian slept in the bathroom and left it in the handicap stall. You left your hat at a Pescador, according to Logan Jones.
Nah. That doesn't sound.
I mean,
Does it? I mean,
it does sound.
your hat has to be somewhere, right? Why not in the handicap stall?
All right, guys, why don't you guys put your best story in the comments?
Yeah.
Of where
If you guys
hat-
remember me being at
where's Brian's
Pescador,
hat?
Please.
Last time, I didn't see it the whole time, and I saw you before the game.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I had it on the on my side.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he's saying that it was like cuffed to his waistband, or I don't know.
To my bag or whatever I had on.
Hey,
It has a Slatan pin, a
When-
Quasar pin.
when I came back to pick him up, man, I didn't think I was gonna see that side of everybody at Pescador.
Yeah.
It was everybody dying outside. Everybody just just drunk as hell. I'm like, oh crap, I got
Well, it
here
was
at
hot
the-
as fuck at Pescador.
Hey,
I
don't
remember that.
Takashi 6ix9ine right now. Just
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'm not.
You
I'm
were
not
about
gonna
to drop names.
No,
just-
I'm not gonna drop names. Only Brian's name is gonna get dropped in here.
Well,
Yep.
I have to see in all those videos, and like after I left, I'm kind of glad I left early because
So I went inside it and brought back a bunch of people outside water because they were literally just on the floor. I'm like,
I didn't
damn.
hit you guys up because I felt like we would have gone to the Buffalo Wild Wings and then at Pescador, and I was like, there's no way I could do one. Let alone both.
yeah. Good thing I left early. I wouldn't have got up early enough to get insulted this morning. So
Yeah, I'm really trying to think if I slept in that bathroom and left my hat there.
Thank you, Logan Jones.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Logan Jones wasn't even there.
You know,
But hey, you can't roll that out, right?
But it
Can't
sounds like
It sounds plausible, you know?
I'm just saying, drop your best story in the comments, questions that you may have.
I mean, biggest stall in the restroom. Brian was tired. Makes sense.
True. I hadn't ate all day,
That's your fault.
Yeah,
so maybe I needed
That's
to
your
take a
fault.
power nap. Probably did take a power nap.
You straight up died. You didn't take no power nap.
Well, I ended up waking. Well, I was outside for a bit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You know where
'cause it
else
was hot as fuck.
You know where else you were at? At the game, man.
Oh yeah, I was at the game.
Yeah. You remember? You don't.
You were at the game, remember?
Before we get to that game, how about the questions, huh?
Yeah, let's get to these questions. We'll start off on Twitter. First question from Toby Galser. I hope I'm saying your name right. If I butchered it, I'm sorry. Do you think Antuna will stay in LA after this season? And what would be a good replacement if neither him or Ibra stay with the G's next season? Love and peace.
All right.
I thought you were going to go first. You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
All right, I'll answer the Antuna one, and you can answer the replacements. Antuna, I think it's the game that we love to play. This, if the price is right, we're gonna buy him. No freaking way, because it's coming from Man City, and that shit ain't cheap. And you're talking about anything above $3 million transfer, even that is a lot for Antuna. So it's all if the price is right. If they down to extend the loan and think they could bring his value up, then definitely yes. But again, it's all if the price is right. Would I break the bank for Antuna? Nah.
Nah, I wouldn't either. I'm going with him with that one.
I think it also matters on Zlatan. I think we're gonna approach Zlatan as if you wanna stay,
Like, what's up?
hit
You can
us
stay.
up. But if you don't wanna stay, thank you. I think it's gonna be one of those.
Yeah.
With Zlatan. As far as Antuna, it would have to be on a loan. He's on a 1-year loan for a reason. So if we really wanted him to stay, you know, it's clear they've clearly shown that when they want somebody to stay, they're gonna go above and beyond with the other contracts that they gave out after him.
Yeah.
So it's obvious that they knew what they were getting into. I think we've seen what we were getting into with his first touch and everything like that. So he's not all there for the price tag that maybe they wanted. So if it's a loan, yeah, if he keeps playing like this with these inside runs, sure, absolutely.
So we are playing that game.
But then, you know, but then again, he's on the world stage now, man. He's scoring, you know,
Yeah,
he scored,
and
what,
I mean,
3 and 5.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a world stage. It is the Galaxy. Yeah, maybe because we're fans. We're like, oh, the Galaxy is the biggest club, but they are. They get the most exposure around the world. You play
Yep.
next to someone like Zlatan.
Yep.
If City sees it that way and they feel one more year could bring his value up, then they might do it.
I meant it as well as like on the national team. You know,
That too.
he scored 3 and 5 coming off the bench. You know, and he's making an instant impact coming off the bench. So you can't ignore that on the world stage. As meaningless as these games may be, you know, some teams are going to be gearing up for you know, Euros and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know, those little papitas teams. So, you know.
What would be a good replacement for them if they don't come back?
Oh, man, that's, you know, you can't really answer
Yeah.
that.
What-
That's just a wish list at this point.
Yeah, I think we've done that, and I've done this in actually the other shows that I've been a guest on. I think for me, like, just say we're playing that game, maybe reasonable, also wish list ish for Zlatan would be Lewandowski.
Yeah, that would be that'd be
would-
kind of like a like for like type player too.
But see, you know, before the news broke, as far as Inter Milan, I had said, you know, a player that would benefit us is a Central American that plays the style GBS wants, like a Suarez. And he's already being rumored to leaving Barca to go to Inter Miami
He's South
already
American,
for
by the
next
way.
year, you know?
He's
Why
South
can't-
American, by the way.
That's what I mean, South American. To play with GBS
Yeah.
and other Argentinians, you know, he fits that mold. He fits those runs. It's his style of playing. That's why he fits so well with Messi, because he knows how and when to get the fuck out the way.
And talk about replacements, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking another one that's already basically supposedly officially going to Inter Miami for Antuna, David Silva.
David Silva.
That would have been a good one. That would have been a good one too.
What
See,
about
but that's a
Sanchez?
different
Sanchez is rumored to
I
go
already-
to FC,
I-
right?
See, but Sanchez is not a true 9.
No, that's a wide player.
I put him out wide.
Alexis Sanchez?
Yeah.
As a 9?
No, out
No,
wide.
out wide.
Oh.
Out wide.
Because
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking about Antuna and
Yes.
Zlatan. Yeah.
You mentioned Lewandowski, though. Obviously, that's going to be for Zlatan. And I would want somebody like a Suarez, that he can play with his back to the goal,
A
run
striker.
at players,
What striker?
More mobile striker.
Oh, yeah.
run
So
at
you say Mumbo Bobo.
he can
More
turn.
mobile.
He has a good first touch. He's slick with his game.
Yeah.
Something we haven't seen since
Suarez.
Robbie Keane. Yeah,
Suarez would be fucking beast with this team.
Lewandowski is kind of a little bit more of the same as Zlatan. Just not as physical, I think, and not. I think he's more mobile actually.
Yeah.
But
Well,
he
he is
can't-
younger too. So.
But he doesn't know how to get out of the way you would need him to for a player like Pavon coming in, or like whoever replaces Antuna, or if it is
Yeah.
Antuna with those inside runs.
Will we want to look within the league like an American player to replace
Why not?
an Antuna?
There's
Somebody
always-
like
There's always that option. Sorry to cut you off, but there is always that option because where if you get a reasonable replacement there, you can use that money somewhere else. You could use that whatever TAM DP money on another position.
I just
international
don't.
slot.
I just don't think we're gonna go necessarily like American, man. I think GBS is gonna stay South American on this. It's the style that you see in the Copa America too, with like Chile and them playing. So it's a style that he's bringing, and if they get it together, I feel like it would work. I mean, look at the team right now. It's working. I feel like we have two different little sets of like systems, with our middle being very tiki-taka as much as they want to be,
Possession.
and then it's just a matter of opening it wide and getting the ball inside.
Well, Alejandro Gonzalez just shattered all our dreams. Apparently, Lewandowski just signed a fat deal with Bayern.
That means nothing in football.
A fat deal.
It's just guaranteed money.
It means
Yeah.
something in MLS.
Yeah, Antonio Griezmann signed 5 years for 125 million.
Yeah, but we're talking about the MLS. Like, who's gonna like to buy people out like that?
We're getting a new
CBA.
contract for the players, and they're gonna reamp the rights to the viewing, or to the broadcasting.
Yeah. That's
So
2022.
We actually don't know what kind of money the MLS is worth until these things actually happen, and I think that's pretty factual. No, I mean,
Yeah.
depending how these rules change and how much people are willing to pay to watch the MLS, you really don't know what it's worth right now.
Yeah, right.
The last contract was like 100 million for 10 years.
Something-
It ain't gonna be 100 million for 10 years again. I guarantee it.
No more discount.
Fuck no.
All right. Next question from Alex Gonzalez. What's the game plan against RSL, and what will be the X factor?
Win in Pavon.
Don't lose.
Do we need to continue with the same three center mids that we've been playing with these guys?
I've been asking for it.
But this is the thing though. Their form dipped
That's
before even Fabio came in.
I agree.
It dipped.
Legit was one of the biggest complaints.
Yeah, and right now they're meshing together well right now. But is it going to continue going, to the play? If we could keep them now with their form, yeah, fuck it. But I would like to see Fabio in that.
Look, for
that trio.
RSL, I think it is, because RSL doesn't play a fast counterattack ball style. They don't run at you and keep running at you and keep running at you.
Well, we'll actually get to the RSL because it's part of it, because we're not going to have a midweek show. So I'll kind of get to the RSL a little more later. So maybe save that one.
All right,
But
cool.
we'll just answer the three mids. I mean, yeah, it's cool right now. But like I said,
it's cool right now.
again, it can happen again. Like we were
It just,
complaining about.
I think it
Legit.
depends on the opponent, because
True.
with legit, you're gonna have somebody that can hold the ball more, and you want that. You want to keep possession against certain teams. You're gonna have to not necessarily play to their strengths, but go back and forth with a faster pace, one touch type of game, which Fabio is better for.
Right.
Legit doesn't always look forward. He usually tends to look back first for a pass.
Yeah, he does.
That
was one of our biggest complaints too. That why not
Well, I think
the defense and
I think
take them
when
head on.
we were complaining about him, he lacked conditioning, or he lacked health. Because remember, he got rushed back.
He did.
He was supposed to be out like the first 6 weeks, and he played like week 2 and week 3 already.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt again right before going to the Gold Cup. So he hasn't been at 100%. But you can see in these last few games where he looks more fit. He
Hey,
does
man,
look more fit.
So to answer his question though, if this keeps going, this form keeps going, then yeah, why not?
You keep him on the pitch
Yeah, we'll keep-
until.
I'll say this before we get into it. We had an ugly game, you know, and
Fuck
we still dominated. We still got through it. It showed the quality of the players, even though
Yeah.
a lot of them were not. You know, a lot of them probably went out to Sevillas again, and you know what I'm saying.
Or they
Sevillas.
Or they went
Guys,
or Pescador before.
or
Yeah.
Pescador before, and it showed. Well, not
Alright,
that, but it just showed they were lagging. Just showed they were lagging.
Next question comes from To Live and Die in LA. What's Eddie's favorite barbecue spot?
I should probably tell this story, right?
Yeah.
I'll say it's censored.
Yeah.
All right. So I was at a game this morning. This guy, man, his gamemanship, his trash talk was at another level, man. He was getting into one of my teammates, and I tried to calm my teammate down, like not even like paying attention to the guy that he was, talking trash with. And so after I tried to calm my teammate down, this guy turns around at me. He goes, "Hey, shut up! Keep eating barbecue."
Keep eating
I'm
barbecue.
like, all right. And then he like takes a few paces, and like 2 seconds later, he turns around and like, yeah, that's why you don't have a girlfriend. Okay. And I just like laughed, dude. And
Fucking
even
barbecue eater.
his teammate like next to him was just like embarrassed for him. Like,
Fucking barbecue eater.
Yeah, if you want to see
Lonely
the
barbecue
uncensored,
eater.
if you want to see the uncensored tweet, just go to Eddie's Twitter.
Oh yeah, check out my Twitter.
Tommy Lee has a comment on the YouTube live chat room. He's saying Real Salt Lake beat us or beat LA Galaxy last season. Trust me, Tommy.
We were there.
Nobody in this room forgot that.
Yeah. And just to finish that,
Nobody.
Eddie got kicked out of that stadium.
I didn't get kicked out.
You didn't get kicked out.
Yeah, we left mad.
Right.
Because like
They left early, remember?
Yeah.
They didn't get kicked out. They
We
left
didn't.
early.
we went to go see the stadium.
These who's
We were
drove
cussing in front of little
14
kids.
hours to leave early because they were so mad.
We literally
Yeah,
were.
we did.
And we were fucking
Right.
toe up.
Had
Anyways,
nothing to do with the story that Brian actually told us. But, you know.
anyways,
Huh?
It has nothing to do with the text that we have in the group.
they're just fucking with us. Anyways, to answer that question, I think that guy had me wrong though. Korean barbecue, Gayukaku's the spot to go.
And you have Nala. So you do have a girlfriend.
That's mean. That's my child.
So you have a girlfriend,
Oh
child?
my God. You're one of those?
Yeah.
Calm
I
down,
am.
R. Kelly.
Oh, whoa. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Oh yeah.
Let's move on.
Oh no, Chewy. All right, that's
Thank
from
you,
Twitter.
Thank you, Twitter family, for all those questions.
Now let's move on to some
Especially
questions
the
on.
barbecue one was my favorite.
Let's move on to some Instagram questions.
Yeah.
This was more of a statement from Ruben Yescas. Y'all missed out on the Antuna meetup in Montebello. Did we?
What?
That we missed out on the Antuna meeting.
No, I didn't.
How many people? How many people seriously showed up?
Look, I feel bad because
I've seen that guy so many times and taken pictures with him, but
the-
I was dead at that time.
the Galaxy does a horrible job of promoting these things. Because, like, okay, we know how to meet players. We know our little tricks and stuff, but there's people that don't. There's people that like taking their families and shit. And something like Macy's, it's cool. Trip to the mall, you take your kids and everything. And the Galaxy does a horrible job of promoting these things. My friend works at Nicky's. They get mad because they have a deal with them. And they send, like, no disrespect, but, like, not popular players. Like, they'll send, like, Steris and Lamson together. And then even then, the Galaxy doesn't promote these things. Like, even with the little push. Like, I don't remember which group of players. It might have been those two that nobody showed up.
Damn.
Like,
We got the text.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were in the group message. But, yeah, just, no. Well, we won't give out that info name. But
That's
yeah.
not.
It was
yeah.
Steris. It was Steris, a player that wasn't advertised.
anyways, yeah, so that's disappointing that the Galaxy should promote these things. Because, like I said, there's people that would, don't know how, and they would take the opportunity to meet a player.
Yeah.
So,
And, I mean, do you guys know how the turn up was at the Montebello?
I saw a few pictures online already. So I know he had more than like 10 people there.
I mean,
I don't want to sound like a dick, but I only saw like 10 posts about it, which I think is a lot.
and then that's Mexican.
From a couple group messages.
And that's Mexican national team player. You can promote him like that, too.
Yeah.
But I mean, how much promotion did they really do besides that flyer?
Look, for me, I knew where it was gonna be at and everything.
I don't know
So
because of the Facebook page.
if you're on at least one group, then you should be able to see it. They put it on their Instagram, but I don't know. I don't know how active people are. You know, Straight from the Stands was giving out free tickets, and I was telling a couple of our friends, and they were looking at me like, "Are you serious?" Like, you know. And even that, I didn't catch wind. I was told of it too, following people like Angel.
I didn't know.
Following
about
Straight
it.
from the Stands, you know.
Well, Robert Rios says that in his opinion, there was a lot of people, and there was only about 40 minutes, and they cut the line.
That's
Oh,
so
wow.
bad.
That's horrible.
That's so bad.
You remember back in the day, we went to a Home Depot or Donovan
Yeah, we used to
was
go
at?
to Home Depots,
Donovan was at, and it was
Fuck
a
yeah, dude.
long ass line,
and it was in the middle of the store. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
I'm
tight.
serious.
You'd like
That's
line up
tight.
through the aisles and shit.
Yeah.
Man, that's tight. Just to see Donovan.
And
They first they held us outside
Donovan
for like a good because we showed up early. There was a line outside, and then they let us get in a line inside.
See,
So
that's
you,
tight.
you had to do 2 lines.
Yeah,
Damn.
It was,
yeah, dude.
It was ridiculous.
It was for Landon Donovan, and there was some lady that was trying to like cut him out, and he was like, "Nah, I'll stay." That's why I love that motherfucker. They legitimate told him like, "All right, you know, it's time," and he was like,
Nah.
"We could stay longer," you know. I was like, "Hell yeah."
Next question or I don't know, statement from Plastic Will 96 and Ziggy Eat My Dust. It's the same thing.
Nah,
Shout out for the Galaxy's
No,
biggest fan. I'm not sure who it is, but shout out.
you totally botched that.
Okay.
This is from Plastic Will.
Mhm.
Both of them. Shout out the Galaxy's biggest fan, which is Will Ferrell.
Ah.
Come on, Brian.
Oh man.
Nah, I didn't get it. My bad.
That's why we were asking to practice the questions before, so you wouldn't.
That's
fuck
why
it
I
up.
slept in the bathroom. Next one.
And by the way, follow that page. That shit is hilarious.
Plastic
Will
Will. It's, yeah.
Next question
on
from
Instagram.
Popper87.
Popper.
Do you think GBS should have subbed out Slot on the last 10 minutes of the game?
No,
Nope. That was too close.
absolutely not.
This is the game you could have won. And
Let me get a little ahead.
All right, go ahead.
He wasn't.
Go ahead.
He wasn't like. I don't think he was physically like tired. He was more. How do I say it?
Emotionally
Like he
exhausted.
was drained. Like fuck this already. Like there was plays where he should have gotten laid off by Pavon to do a little tap in, but Pavon wanted his goal so bad that he wouldn't do it. You know.
Well, there was also
He got
plays
rocked-
where
he
he
got-
should have scored.
He got rocked a couple times off the ball, which is why he was getting into the face of that number 16. Because I was watching in the second half from that side of the field on the right squad. That fool was playing Slatan smart. You know, he was going at him off the ball.
Mhm.
So there was a couple times where Slatan made, 80-yard runs for a 37-year-old, which is not easy. To not get the ball on a layoff, it's frustrating. You know, it's frustrating. And I think he's never been one to shy away from showing his frustration.
Yeah.
And I think that's more what you saw. Like,
But, okay, but
because he put his hands on his knee a couple times, but it was after that 80-yard run for a 37-year-old to not even get the ball, not even get looked at.
Yeah, I can't-
By Antuna and Pavon.
Well, I mean,
can't-
if you already fucked up a couple of times, I wouldn't trust him. either.
I would give him the ball every time.
I can't recall exactly how this play went or who was dribbling, but somebody dribbled from the middle to out wide to the
Out
left.
wide to the right,
and then
to
he,
my right.
and he stayed like this
In the
like,
middle of
in
the fucking
frustration.
Media Luna.
Yeah, like for a while, like already seeing this guy, not noticing him. Like Zlatan already knew that play was missed, and yeah, that's
That was Antuna.
A post-game interview, he had said that he was tired and that he had
His ankle was hurting.
something about his ankle that he
I mean,
couldn't
we
feel
don't
his
doubt-
whole
we
leg.
don't doubt
so
that.
maybe the last 10 minutes, take him out.
But what
We
I'm
would want to
saying-
secure the win, of course, right?
What I'm saying is some people, reviewing that as like, damn, he's putting. Yes, of course he's gonna be tired. He's been tired before. He's mentioned it. You must be crazy if you didn't think Pavon was tired at the end of the game too.
No, yeah.
He showed it too. It's just it wasn't. It may not seem to be as worth it to people because of his body language, but he was more also tired, like just with the. He was frustrated because it was an ugly game.
Yeah, it was.
It was an ugly game.
Very ugly game.
It was an ugly game.
Well, how about thinking about it like this? We do have a game midweek.
I
Taking them
myself-
out the last 10 minutes.
You can't on a 2-1 like
No,
that.
That's your game winner right there. That's
Bryant. No, I mean
No, I get it. I
no
get
offense, but you said you don't remember the game. Let me tell you, that number 21, he could have won the game for Montreal all by himself.
Yep.
He couldn't put the ball on frame.
Nope. We'll get to that.
Well, I remember.
Next one. But no, should have stayed in. Brian didn't watch the game, so.
Yep.
Oh, he did. He stared at the field.
I did. I was staring at the field,
Those glossy eyes.
just singing. What was I singing? I don't know. Logan Jones. More statements. I don't think that Bingham and Polenta get along with each other. I don't think so either. You can tell that we were exhausted from the 40th minute till the rest of the game. That was a pretty boring game, but glad we got the W.
I don't.
Boring game?
Hold on. First question, or statement, I guess. The whole
Polenta
Polenta. I think that's just Polenta.
It's Polenta.
Yeah, he's just fiery guy. He'll get in your face, but this is just my feelings. Like seeing everybody's videos and how they fuck around. He like
Dead
after
on.
the game is like
You're dead on.
We're
Yeah.
good. Like we're homies, you know.
Yeah.
It's just
I do
He's
like
a leader.
the fact that Bingham does get out his defense, though. They might not fucking stand each other at that moment, but I like how Bingham fucking calls their attention. Like, yo, you fucking missed your assignment and shit like that. I do like that shit. Whether they get along, I don't know. I think they do. But when Bingham calls them out, I do like that shit. That's what I want from my keeper.
I don't know if you guys saw that video last week of Polenta talking shit to Felcher.
Yeah.
There's also pictures of him right after the game, like him being the first one to go. Well, not the first one, but like one of the first people he want to go talk to. Like,
Now we good.
What
Like, we
they
good.
said doesn't matter, but that's the whole point. Like, that guy.
go look at my last tweet, my son.
Nah, I think that's just Polenta. It's the South American in him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Which is
game's over.
And when's the last time we actually had somebody like that wanted to be here and stay?
Van Damme.
That wanted to be here and stay. He demanded his trade, and 2 weeks later he was gone. Don't talk to me about
He
it.
did a year though. Polenta still. I mean, arguably, Van Damme showed that kind of emotion. I don't think Ashley Cole even showed that fire.
I'm not gonna get that.
All right, next one, Brad.
Did we look exhausted from the 40th minute to the rest of the game?
Maybe not that soon, but yeah, they look tired.
I think exhausted and out of ideas.
Yeah.
I think the Galaxy have shown that they seem to give it all in the first half a lot of the times, and they can't finish games off that strong. Like, they talk about all this conditioning training and they brought in a badass coach and shit, but they always seem tired like 60 minutes
Oh,
in
you
the
know
club.
what? We'll get to that game, but where you're wrong is that the conditioning thing, like judging it now, dude. I see it. We're in the stretch of the season. Look at all the other teams. I mean, yeah, it's only been 2 wins in a row, but the way we've been playing compared to the way other teams been playing, dude, that conditioning is kicking in right now.
And let me point out one thing. What's been the most consistent thing GBS has done all season?
With his subs,
He didn't make all 3 this game.
he did not. Well, I don't remember.
He didn't make all
Kinda
3
did.
this game.
Yeah, because Fabio wasn't there to waste one.
But the thing too is that I think it's a mental thing too that they get tired into because they don't know each other well enough. Like when we play with each other, even when we were tired, we already knew what we were gonna do, so it wasn't wasted energy, wasted effort. When you keep making runs that you don't get paid off on because they don't understand your game, it gets mentally tiring too. That you don't want to make that run this time because he might not pass it to me.
You're doing.
Which goes to that Zlatan frustration.
It goes to the chemistry.
And GBS is doing two jobs at once. This is a new group of guys that are getting to know each other, and he's teaching them a new philosophy.
Yeah.
So it's just two things that, now it looks like it's clicking.
And like to go back to that run that Eddie was talking about, you don't expect Zlatan in the 88th minute or 80 something minute to make an 80-yard run like that to try to keep up with you. I wouldn't, but it's just you don't know because you haven't played with him long enough to know that he's gonna make that run for you.
Well,
and then there's times where he doesn't make the first pole run when he's supposed to. In this game, there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
Just because he didn't believe that his teammate would actually put it there.
Yeah, we'll get to that. You got more for us, Brian?
Yes, I do.
All right.
From Ferndog,
Popular
another
today.
statement. Antuna coming up big. Zlatan had a couple easy chances, but wasn't able to convert.
The big tuna.
I mean, got the game winner. And, dude, yes, Zlatan, what the fuck?
We'll get there.
Inside runs, man. Inside runs.
Jep72890. Are we winning the whole thing? Do we have what it takes?
Yes, we do.
We do, but how bad do we want
On
it?
paper, we should be winning this fucking game. This whole tournament. I would say we have probably the most talented team on paper in the league.
I'm going to go back to the whole conditioning thing, dude. We're gonna go into the first one-off playoff, and all the way through in MLS history. We're the team that looks like can do it. Like, I hate to use them as an example, but they're the number one team, LAFC. Bob Bradley doing Bob Bradley things. If I'm not mistaken, they have like 1 win in 6. And I watch all MLS, and I've watched a lot of their games too, bro. They had like their legs are like done.
San Jose feels the same thing.
San Jose,
Portland has dropped points at home when they've had 8 out of 9 of their last games at home. You're gonna take them out of their stadium all of a sudden after 2.5 months? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Velati didn't even play the first half. I didn't watch the second half of that game, but I don't know if he played second half. They were struggling.
So can we win it? Yeah.
Not only that, but I think the placing is gonna matter. If we
Yeah.
can get third place, I think that'd be best for us.
Just to try to get a home court.
I don't want second.
First round home court playoff match.
I think second would be a more difficult route. I think third would be best because you play at home first game, you play at LAFC, which is still daddy over there, and then you just got to beat somebody most likely at home again to go to the final. Being in third compared to the East, as long as honestly, the East is probably gonna host it if it's not LAFC in the final.
Yeah.
You have 3 teams that are. You have one team that's still fighting for the Shield.
Yeah.
New York is like 6 points behind, which sounds like a lot. But if LAFC can't win these last 3 games, their supporter shield is in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if New York wants to really see what they can do in the playoffs, they're gonna face both Philly and Atlanta.
Ooh, I'm getting excited. Just like
So you know what I'm saying?
I love me.
the players
I don't know. I don't know if you guys watch the league out there.
Hell yeah, I do.
Have
I
no
love
doubt
this
in your
fucking
mind. I am a Galaxy supporter
hey.
through and through. But I'm saying the
We
league,
watch the league. We watch the
league
league.
right now is exciting.
Hey, shout out to, I feel bad, man, Joseph Martinez, bro. I have nothing against the dude. I actually enjoy watching him play, dude. Tough fucking break, dude. Shout out to Joseph Martinez, bro. Ugh.
Brian's
I
like,
didn't get to see that. I haven't seen that. So.
Oh, he saw it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was nasty.
It's just the reaction and him trying to like go through it. And, no.
Nah, no se pudo. Damn.
You don't want that for nobody. You know?
It was one of those.
And there was I had been reading all week that there's been interest from Europe already on him.
Damn.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
That's whack.
And it wasn't he like kind of like 50-50 sort of, but it was more the fall that did him.
I think he just went in. I think he. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fern Dog has an actual question. Is
Actual
the guy
question.
is the guy actually going to make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Without doubt. If I'm not mistaken, looking at all the scenarios I saw today, I think there's some kind of scenario that can clinch us like in the playoffs on Wednesday. I think.
I wouldn't want it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want it.
Win out all these games.
No,
Rest of the
I
games,
know.
we win them
But it
out.
would.
We
It
have
would.
to.
I mean, there's a way just for results.
I
that
wouldn't,
Right,
want,
right,
I wouldn't
right.
want it. I would want them to stay on their toes like this.
And
Last thing you
stay
want,
hungry.
Yeah, last thing you want is to relax before these playoffs because it's a one-off.
Yeah.
There's no room for mistakes. There's no room to let off the last 5-10 minutes. You need to keep them on point. We have plenty of time between the first game and the last game and the first game of the playoffs, so you don't need any additional time off.
Right. You right.
I agree with that.
Keep them on toes. Stay in their place.
Ooh.
Tony Be Real asks,
I want the LAFC game.
the team seems to play fine with this lineup. Would you say F it and keep it how it is and bench Fabio?
We touched on that.
Yeah,
a
we
little
touched
bit.
A little bit with
but
the 3.
it just also depends on the matchups. I think for what we need right now, which is control, especially when we get tired like that, I think, and I think that's also one of the reasons we didn't use the third sub because we didn't need to put in another controlling midfielder.
Yeah.
You still had legit out there. And you had Efrain Alvarez, who the youngster doesn't make bad decisions with the ball like that, man. He really doesn't. He doesn't put us in jeopardy. He doesn't, he doesn't waste
He does have off
possession.
games though, like where he.
I mean, yes. But what I'm saying is he doesn't come in and put us in jeopardy.
Yeah,
he
that.
doesn't come in and put in bad balls or, create turnovers left and right,
How
He
Zlatan
still takes-
says, he knows football.
He
knows
still
the
takes a
game.
couple chances upfield, but there where it's no danger. It's like either Pavon gets it, which he did on back-to-back plays. I don't know if you guys remember. He made like back-to-back sprints off of Efrain Alvarez, like 60-yard volley. So he makes good decisions.
And that does it for the questions, gentlemen.
Oh, sweet. Game time. Hey, you want to start at the tailgate?
Game time. Tailgate.
I got a rat on Brian.
Rat on me.
Hey.
Fucking Tekashi 6.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, we got to keep
It's getting contagious out in the street.
Yeah.
What
Breaking news. Raphael's blood. The Turtles. Yeah, I'm gonna rant on Brian.
What happened?
It's Takashi Day.
What'd I do?
I just love this. This is like the highlight of yesterday to me. Just my personal highlight with Brian. So me and Brian were talking about because we have a game in the morning. We're like, hey, we're gonna keep it cool, man. You know, we're not gonna. You see, he's already laughing. You know, we're gonna keep it cool. Watch the game. We gotta get up early tomorrow. This dude gets there within 5 minutes. He drinks half a beer. His beer drops it. And he punishes himself by taking a shotgun.
Party foul, bro. They call it party foul. What do you do in
Nobody.
a party foul?
Nobody.
I did.